There is nothing impossible to him who will try. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. For my own part, I would rather excel in knowledge of the highest secrets of philosophy than in arms. Divide and conquer. Remember, upon the conduct of each depends the fate of all. Heaven cannot brook two sons, nor earth two masters. My treasure lies in my friends. Are you still to learn that the end and perfection of our victories is to avoid the vices and infirmities of those whom we subdue? On their side more men are standing, on ours more will fight. Sex and sleep alone make me conscious that I am mortal. How great are the dangers I face to win a good name in Athens. A tomb now suffices him for whom the whole world was not sufficient. Each moment free from fear makes a man immortal. I do not steal victory. In the end, when it's over, all that matters is what you've done. I would rather live a short life of glory than a long one of obscurity. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. With the right attitude, self-imposed limitations vanish. Through every generation of the human race there has been a constant war, a war with fear. Those who have the courage to conquer it are made free, and those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. Let us conduct ourselves so that all men wish to be our friends and all fear to be our enemies. True love never has a happy ending, because there is an O ending to true love. Toil and risk are the price of glory. But it is a lovely thing to live with courage, and die leaving an everlasting fame. God must have loved Afghans because he made them so beautiful. But truly, if I were not Alexander, I would be Diogenes. There is something noble in hearing myself ill spoken of, when I am doing well. When we give someone our time, we actually give a portion of our life that we will never take back. Are there no more worlds that I might conquer? Bury my body and don't build any monument. Keep my hands out so the people know. The one who won the world had nothing in hand when he died. I will either find a way or make one. God has given to man an no sharper spur to victory than contempt of death. Many things which nature makes difficult become easy to the man who uses his brains. The mirrors in your mind can reflect the best of yourself, not the worst of someone else. Perception is a tool that's pointed on both ends. Discourtesy is unspeakably ugly to me. Your dreams were the one place you could be physically safe. We evolved the ability to communicate disappointment, to teach those around us good manners. Think to yourself that every day is your last. As a doctor, I had no choice. As a philosopher, I had too many. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. In war, events of importance are the result of trivial causes. It is easier to find men who will volunteer to die than to find those who are willing to endure pain with patience. Men willingly believe what they wish. As a rule, men worry more about what they can't see than about what they can. Fortune, which has a great deal of power in other matters, but especially in war, can bring about great changes through very slight forces. The greatest enemy will hide in the last place you would ever look. I had rather be first in a village than second at Rome. If I fail, it is only because I have too much pride and ambition. Experience is the teacher of all things. Cowards die many times before their actual deaths. I love the name of honor more than I fear death. It is not these well-fed, long-haired men that I fear, but the pale and the hungry-looking. I am prepared to resort to anything, to submit to anything, for the sake of the Commonwealth. And one is so brave that he is not disturbed by something unexpected. Without training, they lacked knowledge. Without knowledge, they lacked confidence. Without confidence, they lacked victory. In the end, it is impossible not to become what others believe you are. And when the drums of war have reached a fever pitch, and the blood boils with hate, and the mind is closed, the leader will have no need in seizing the rights of the citizenry. Rather, the citizenry infused with fear and blinded by patriotism will offer up all of their rights unto the leader and do it gladly so. The Celts were fearless warriors because they wished to inculcate this as one of their leading tenets, that souls do not become extinct, but pass after death from one body to another. Success always calls for greater generosity, though most people, lost in the darkness of their own egos, treat it as an occasion for greater greed. Diversity in counsel, unity in command. In my empire, everyone is free to choose their own religion. Whenever you can, act as a liberator. Freedom, dignity, wealth, these three together constitute the greatest happiness of humanity. O man, whoever you are and wherever you come from, for I know you will come, I am Cyrus, who won the Persians their empire. Do not therefore begrudge me this bit of earth that covers my bones. Brevity is the soul of command. Too much talking suggests desperation on the part of the leader. Speak shortly, decisively, and to the point, and couch your desires in such natural logic that no one can raise objections. Then move on. The will of the people is the best law. Be relentless in your pursuit of truth, and let the reward of your actions be the good that comes to your people. We love ourselves notwithstanding our faults, and we ought to love our friends in like manner. All men have their frailties, and whoever looks for a friend without imperfections will never find what he seeks. In my experience, men who respond to good fortune with modesty and kindness are harder to find than those who face adversity with courage. Do not suppose, my dearest sons, that when I have left you I shall be nowhere and a no one. Even when I was with you, you did not see my soul, but knew that it was in this body of mine from what I did. Believe then that it is still the same, even though you see it not. Do not be concerned with the speed of your accomplishment. Be concerned with the quality of your accomplishment.